a couple of whom it has been said that they will marry when pigs fly. As of today, I recommend you begin carrying a large umbrella. This is the way at the end of the world, and you're all invited to the reception immediately following, to be held somewhere in the Twilight Zone.
Lisa and Howard, what a happy occasion, full of love, laughter, and lightsabers. The poet Rumi wrote that lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They are in each other all along. As you both have traveled through your own personal galaxies, cohabitating with other life forms, you discovered each other, and in so doing, brought your beautiful daughter Jillian into this world, Earth. This has given you the glorious chance to explore new vistas with your daughter and each other. Marriage is often the dance of opposites, two unique and aware individuals joining forces, stronger together than they are apart. Albert Einstein said that gravitation cannot be held responsible for people falling in love. Clearly, it is not gravitation that has held your love together, but your willingness to wander amongst the stars. May your love outlive every sci-fi rerun in every country of the known universe. Thea and I command you, make it so.
Once upon a time, the end of the world was foretold by the Mayans. This is that year. So before the world ends, I'm going to allow you the privilege of being my husband. That is my first promise, which I'm keeping you today for you by showing up. Why did I show up anyway? Mostly because I love you. There's so much about you that I love, like the fact that you can out-logic anyone, and the fact that you can hook up Netflix to a Blu-ray player faster than anyone I know. I love that you love Firefly, Star Trek, the original series, and Jon Stewart, and will watch them with me even though we've seen them over and over again. I love that we pretty much just give each other significant glances and laugh incessantly. I love that you're nerdy in the extreme and wider than sour cream, and that the only question you ever thought was hard was, do you like Kirk or do you like Picard? Because of that love that I have for you, I can make promises to you. I promise that I know I can keep. I promise to not throw things at you when you leave the toilet seat up. When you get sick, I promise to open a can of Progresso soup, chicken soup, and leave the house in 10 feet of snow to get you crackers, because you can only eat soup with crackers. It's true. When it's time to buy school clothes for Jilly, I promise to use your credit card, but to be very frugal when buying stuff for her. When you need to vent about how people who have no idea how to use a remote and how they are idiots, I promise to listen intently, even though I may actually be one of those idiots. When the house becomes a mess, I promise that I will blame terrifying space monkeys. I promise that if you should be bitten by a zombie in the coming apocalypse, I will give you a clean headshot so that you will not turn into a zombie. There is so much more that I would promise you, but what do promises mean anyway? It means that I'm never going to give you up, never going to let you down, never going to run around and desert you, never going to make you cry, never going to say goodbye, never going to tell a lie and hurt you. Carl Sagan once said that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Over the last 15 years, you've given me extraordinary evidence that you are a great man, an incredible lover, and more importantly, a fantastic father. And I love you.
Well, that makes it real easy. Bear with me. My turn for thoughts. Well, if it's the end of the world as we know it, I feel fine. Mostly because I have tinfoil lining in my hat, and also I'm privy to the secret spaceship they're building under the Washington Monument. Well, did I say that out loud? Anyhow, I feel fine enough that I'll allow you the privilege to be my wife. So why did I show up? Actually, because I got an invitation just like everyone here. Except for that guy. By the way, thanks for inviting me. Now, what do I love about you? Well, other than your lady bits, I must say, I love how open-minded and tolerant you are, and how you may even get me to tolerate an Adam Sandler movie someday. But sorry, never Twilight. I love your independent nature and how you're just the right level. You're just the right level of maintenance. Not too low, and thank God. Thank science, not too high. I love your even temperament, never boring, and thanks science again, not crazy. I love how you can type up my work quotations faster than anyone I know. I've never seen smoke come up from a keyboard like that. I love how you captivate an audience as a Toastmaster. And did I notice you're working on a new speech, Treat, and you've named it To Serve Man? And I love you completely, and unlike George Jetson, I don't want you to get me off this crazy thing called love. Basically, I love that we have fun together. With you, I found someone to love and make it last. By the way, it isn't a hard question at all. I prefer original recipe Kirk to over extra crispy Picard. Initially, I didn't spend a lot of time writing vows. It's so obvious. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. But then I had one of those aha moments. Vows, not vows. Well, it kind of sounded like it. That's completely different. Although, A is for any time, E is for every day, I is only for you, O is hopefully big, U is why I'm here, and Y is yes, dear, not just sometimes. Now, before I can continue, you need to accept this user agreement's following terms and conditions. Shall I read more?
Does anyone ever read those things? I accept.
Okay then. I promise to lower the toilet seat 43.98% of the time. But that's just a rough estimate without clear accounting for the end of the world and the ensuing panic flying pigs will cause. Do you think bird poop is annoying? Imagine well, I digress. When you get sick, I promise to only kiss your Purell-soaked hand. Vampires, zombies, werewolves, whatever. I promise I won't be sparkling in the daytime. And I promise all those things I promised I'd get to eventually, I'll get to eventually. Since you rickrolled me, I'd like to roll you back with some Chicago, featuring Peter Cetera, or in essence, a Peter roll. You write this. You are my love and my life. You are my inspiration. Just you and me, and Jilly make three. Baby and baby mama. You're everything I've ever dreamed of. Carl Sagan also said, billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of stars and galaxies exist around us. And I'm so happy among everything out there, I found you. A great lady and a wonderful mama. And finally, everyone, and Jill, this is the special person to whom I say I do your mom.
After all that, now they gotta give each other rings.
Bring me the precious. Cinderella, it fits.
Now, Lisa and Howard, having made the decision to make some kind of contract with each other, even better than the unbreakable vows, we're going to do the unbreakable pinky swear.
Do you both promise to have the best marriage ever and to also continue raising Jilly in the most awesome way you have done so far, so that she continues to be an amazing person?
I swear.
Very good. Then, by the power vested in me by the state of New York,
And the power of Grayskull.
yes. I'll pronounce you married and you may kiss.